The resumption of the Chinese Grand Prix after a prolonged hiatus of 5 years, attributed to the repercussions of the COVID-19 pandemic, has garnered anticipation within the Formula One community. However, amidst this excitement loom certain underlying concerns posing significant challenges for the competing teams. The introduction of a new sprint format in China, coupled with the debut of 2022 regulated cars on the Chinese circuit, raises speculation about potential issues, particularly pertaining to F1 car tire degradation. A pertinent inquiry arises regarding Ferrari's strategic advantage in navigating this scenario. Central to discussions preceding the Chinese GP is the disparity between the cars that last raced there in 2019 and those slated to compete in the upcoming event, notably in terms of F1 car tire dimensions. Fred Vasseur highlights anticipated challenges across all teams, yet underscores Ferrari's potential resilience, citing their adeptness at tire management in similar track conditions witnessed in Japan and Australia. Vasseur asserts the weekend's difficulty is a shared reality, minimizing potential drawbacks for Ferrari. Vasseur emphasizes uncertainties surrounding the track's tarmac conditions, particularly its roughness and the impact of colder weather compared to previous events. The challenge is compounded by the sprint format's constraints, requiring teams to commit to setups with limited practice sessions. Ferrari's recent success stems from their ability to optimize car performance within the ideal operating parameters. In contrast, Red Bull has encountered difficulties with tire degradation, evident in their compromised performance at Suzuka, a demanding track where Ferrari excelled, despite the absence of upgrades. In summary, the resurgence of the Chinese Grand Prix amidst global anticipation is accompanied by nuanced challenges, notably concerning tire degradation and strategic adaptation to the sprint format. Ferrari's historical prowess in managing similar conditions positions them strategically, potentially capitalizing on their adeptness to optimize car performance within the constraints of the event. The Austrian team has unveiled their innovative design, drawing inspiration primarily from Mercedes' Zero-Pod design. As both teams head into a weekend without anticipated upgrades, Ferrari is expected to be a strong contender, benefiting from significant changes since their last race here in 2019. Even Red Bull has voiced concerns about Ferrari's competitiveness. Helmut Marko echoed sentiments similar to those of Vasseur, particularly regarding tire management, citing Australia's unexpected challenges as a cautionary tale. Christian Horner acknowledged Ferrari's recent strong performances, particularly in Melbourne and Suzuka, predicting their speed on tracks akin to Australia due to long corners. However, Horner pointed out Ferrari's dip in one-lap performance at Suzuka, hindering their grid positions. This shortfall, particularly evident in Leclerc's performance, is an area of focus for improvement. Leclerc dedicated 3 days in the simulator ahead of the Chinese GP to optimize tire temperature for single-lap performance. Despite Leclerc's reputation as a stellar qualifier, his commitment to improvement remains steadfast. As teammate Sainz articulates, once Leclerc sets his sights on improvement, his determination is unwavering, often resulting in prolonged periods of focused dedication. Furthermore, Ferrari faces the challenge of adapting to the format of 2 qualifying sessions for the sprint race and the main event. Leclerc's simulator work aims to mitigate issues arising from tire temperature, a crucial factor in maximizing performance across both sessions. 2 qualifying sessions and races loaded with points mean I have to be ready. Nobody settles for second place. My aim is victory. Additionally, Leclerc faces the challenge of halting his teammate Sainz's momentum. However, current focus lies on familiarizing oneself with a track untouched for 5 years. Moreover, significant changes have occurred in the intervening period. Reflecting on F1's last visit to China reveals a vastly different landscape. Leclerc was in his debut season with Ferrari, Verstappen boasted just 5 wins, while Norris, Albon, and Russell embarked on their rookie campaigns. In contrast, Hamilton had secured 5 titles. The inaugural sprint weekend of the season adds another layer of complexity, with drivers granted only an hour of practice before locking in setups for sprint qualifying. Red Bull faces potential performance hurdles, apprehensive about a potential shift in the competitive hierarchy as Ferrari unveils their tire management strategies. Verstappen questions the wisdom of hosting the first sprint weekend on an unfamiliar track. Expressing skepticism, he remarks sarcastically on the decision's intelligence. He suggests it would have been wiser to opt for a conventional race weekend. However, he acknowledges the potential for heightened excitement but questions its impact on driving and performance. Concerns also linger regarding track temperatures, given the timing of the Chinese GP. Cold tarmac could significantly influence tire behavior in corners, affecting braking efficiency and grip levels, thereby impacting lap times. Additionally, there's renewed attention on the drain holes, notorious for past controversies, as they resurface as a potential concern in China. Sergio Perez expressed apprehension about track issues disrupting synchronization, emphasizing the challenge of preparing for a race where he's yet to compete with Red Bull, compounded by limited practice time. Perez's unfamiliarity with pushing his Red Bull to its limits underscores the complexity of the task ahead, a sentiment shared by experienced drivers like Bottas and Gasly. Despite Red Bull's perceived advantage in race pace, the parity induced by technical regulations and Ferrari's strides without significant upgrades suggest an unpredictable season ahead. Given these dynamics, could Ferrari surprise Red Bull with superior tire management, potentially altering race outcomes? Share your thoughts below. Furthermore, can Ferrari sustain this momentum into Miami and Imola, where they plan to introduce substantial upgrades aimed at elevating their performance to championship contention? We invite you to share your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section below. As you scroll down, remember to subscribe to the channel for timely notifications of our upcoming uploads, ensuring you stay informed about the developments in the 2024 Formula One season.